He trusted her with his only son, but she was already bought by the woman he once loved. When the truth came out by the pool, his fury shook the entire mansion. What happens when betrayal hides in plain sight? Watch the shocking ending to see how a billionaire protects what matters most. Before we dive in, let us know in the comments what time is it, and where are you watching from. Let's start. Malcolm Price had thought the nightmare was over the day he slammed the front door behind his fiancée and told her never to set foot inside his mansion again. His son's screams still haunted him. 8-year-old Noah, his arm bent at a sickening angle, his small legs swollen and twisted. The doctors had asked questions, hinted that maybe it wasn't just an accident. Malcolm had known the truth without needing proof. His fiancée had done it. She had pushed the boy, cruel and jealous of the attention Malcolm gave his child. "I don't ever want to see your face again," he had growled, dragging her suitcase across the marble floor and shoving it into the street. She had spat something about him, regretting it. But he didn't care. His boy was in casts now, one on his arm, one on his leg, and that woman was gone. But money buys silence, and Malcolm was too busy running his empire to hover at home every hour. He needed someone to watch Noah while he was in boardrooms. So he hired a maid. Tandy, young, smiling, polite, always ready with, "Yes, sir. And don't worry, sir. I'll take good care of him." He thought he was doing the right thing. Noah didn't like her. He said so in his small voice. The kind children use when they know they won't be taken seriously. "Dad, she stares at me funny. I don't want her here." Malcolm had rubbed his forehead. "Noah, she's just trying to help. You've got to let someone cook your meals and keep an eye on you until you heal." What Malcolm didn't know was that Tandy was already tied to the ex-fiancé, bound not by loyalty, but by greed. Late at night, she texted from the servant's wing, "He trusts me. Pay is nothing compared to what you offered." The reply came fast. "Prove he's in danger. Push him. Film it. You'll get double." The plan was simple. Shove the boy into the pool with both casts on, record his panic, then send the clip as if the billionaire himself had forced a child into danger. A story the press would devour, a weapon. That afternoon, the sun was soft, the water glittered, and Noah was seated by the pool's lip, fidgeting with his sling. His sneaker tapped the tile nervously. "I don't want to be here," he whispered. Tandy crouched behind him, her apron brushing the stone. "Stop whining, boy. Just sit still. My dad said I can't." "Your dad isn't here, is he?" Her voice sharpened, teeth behind her smile. "And he won't believe you anyway. He never does." Noah's eyes watered. He hugged his broken arm to his chest. "Please, I don't want to." She laughed, a sound too loud for the quiet yard. "It won't take long. Just one push, one scream. Then I'm rich." The boy jerked around, shocked. "What?" Tandy leaned closer, her lips by his ear. "You think I'm here to care for you?" "No, little prince. I'm here to finish what she started." Noah's voice cracked into a sob. "Don't. My leg hurts already." "My arm." Her hand pressed his shoulder. "Exactly. You look pitiful." Perfect for the camera unseen by her. A figure had stepped through the archway at the far end of the terrace. Malcolm Price, home hours earlier than expected, briefcase still in hand, froze at the sight. His son trembling on the edge, casts glaring white and blue, and Tandy grinning behind him, shoving him toward the water. Noah's scream tore the air. "Dad, help!" The briefcase fell with a crack on the stone. "No!" Malcolm's voice thundered. Tandy spun, eyes wide, but her hand didn't move. She shoved harder, trying to complete the plan before it was too late. Noah's body tipped forward, his sneakers scraping tile, his casted leg dangling helpless. "No!" Malcolm sprinted, knees slamming the poolside as he catching him. Malcolm's voice was low, dangerous. "With a smile on your face." Her eyes darted to the planter where her phone rested recording. Malcolm's gaze followed, and his stomach turned colder. "A setup." Noah clung tighter. "Dad, don't leave me with her. She said she'll push me again." Tandy's composure shattered. "He's lying. He's just a child." "Exactly." Malcolm's jaw clenched, words sharp as glass. "And you're nothing but hired betrayal." The pool area was silent except for Noah's sobs and the drip of water from Malcolm's suit. The air thickened with tension as the father rose, still holding his boy. His eyes locked on the maid, a storm brewing. "How's staff?" he bellowed. The echoes thundered against the walls. The mansion's courtyard filled in seconds. Footsteps echoed as staff rushed from every direction, their faces pale, eyes darting from the soaked billionaire, clutching his son to the maid frozen by the pool. "Sir," The butler stammered, stopping short. Malcolm's voice sliced through the silence. Lock the gates. No one enters. No one leaves. And get security here now. 2 guards hurried to seal the iron gates at the far end of the garden. The others formed a wall near the terrace steps. The staff whispered, confused, until Malcolm raised his hand and pointed at the phone balanced on the planter. Bring it. One guard snatched it up, held it out. Malcolm set Noah gently in a chair by the wall, crouching eye level with him. You're safe, son. Stay right there. I'm here. Noah nodded weakly, gripping the armrest, his casts clumsy, but his eyes sharp with terror. Dad, she said she'd finish what she started. The word struck like a hammer. Malcolm turned to the maid. Who's she? My ex-fiancée. Answer me. Tandy's mouth opened, closed, her hands twisted in her apron. Sir, you were only what? Malcolm thundered, snatching the phone, swiping to the video feed. There it was. Tandy crouched, shoving Noah toward the pool, laughing, clear, undeniable. He turned the screen toward the staff, their gasps confirming what he already knew. Do you still want to lie? His eyes narrowed. Tandy's mask crumbled. I needed the money. She said all I had to do was push him. Make it look like negligence. She promised me more than I could ever earn here. I swear I wasn't going to let him drown. Not going to let him drown? Malcolm's voice cracked like a whip. You broke a child's trust, endangered his life, and dared to record it like entertainment. My son's arm and leg was shattered because of her jealousy. And you? He jabbed a finger at her. You agreed to be her weapon. Noah's voice cut in. Fragile but brave. Dad, she hurt me before when you were gone. She yanked my arm. She laughed when I cried. The staff murmured angrily, some stepping forward as if to grab the maid themselves. Malcolm raised his palm. Stand back. His tone left no room for argument. He looked to the guards. Restrain her. Take nothing from her hand. Every item she's carrying, every message goes to the police. No, please. Tandy screamed as the guards closed in, gripping her arms. You don't know what she promised me. I was desperate. He's rich. He'll never miss it. Malcolm's fury surged, but he kept his voice level, each word heavy as stone. You think money excuses cruelty? My fortune is nothing compared to my son's safety. And no desperation excuses selling yourself to evil. The guards pulled her away. Her apron tore, a bundle of jewelry clattering to the stone. Rings, earrings, a bracelet Malcolm recognized instantly. His late wife's. She must have stolen it earlier, planning to pass it off. The sight twisted the knife deeper. He strode to Noah, kneeling again. You hear me, son? This ends today. No more lies. No more danger. Noah whispered. Will she come back? Malcolm shook his head firmly. Never again. She'll face the law and the one who sent her. Your father's mistake. She'll be dragged down with her. Minutes later, police sirens wailed outside the gates. Malcolm personally handed over the phone, the jewelry, and the maid herself. Search her messages, he ordered. You'll find the link to the woman who hired her. An officer nodded grimly. We'll trace it. But Mr. Price, this video, if leaked, could damage your name. Malcolm squared his shoulders, dripping suit clinging to him. Let it leak. Let the world see the truth. I have nothing to hide. What matters is that my son is alive. The officer hesitated, then saluted. Understood. As the car, Carrie and Tandy rolled away, Noah leaned against his father. Dad, she was mean, but you came back. You saw it. Malcolm wrapped an arm around him, pulling him close. His voice cracked despite his steel. I wasn't here soon enough before, but today I was. The courtyard, once tense with whispers, now swelled with applause from the staff, not for spectacle, but for relief. For justice. Malcolm lifted Noah into his arms. From this day, no one touches you without my trust. No one. Noah rested his head on his father's chest, eyelids heavy. Can we just go inside? I'm tired, Dad. Yes, Malcolm whispered, kissing his boy's hair. We're going inside together, and from now on, nobody comes between us. The gates clanged shut behind the police convoy, and the mansion exhaled, its silence broken only by the father's steady steps carrying his son away from betrayal, toward safety at last.